For decades, the FIFA World Cup operated as a contained, predictable sporting engine. Host nations managed a field of 32 teams within a traditional stadium atmosphere that was geographically manageable. But a fractured media landscape and a relentless demand for broader global inclusion put an enormous strain on that model. Relying on a single country to foot the bill and host an increasingly fragmented global audience was no longer financially viable. To survive, the tournament expanded across 3 nations: Canada, the United States, and Mexico, illuminating 16 distinct cities. That footprint is built to hold 48 teams. Over 39 days, they will play out a sprawling web of 104 separate matches. This scale turns 2026 into an enormous experiment. It tests whether an event this size can successfully change the rules of modern sports entertainment without collapsing under its own weight. Increasing the field to 48 nations significantly shifts the competitive balance of the tournament. It forces early clashes between teams that rarely, if ever, cross paths. Look at Group I. You have a heavy favorite in France, a resurgent Norway, an African powerhouse in Senegal, and an Iraqi squad returning after 40 years. It is a brutal gauntlet for elite athletes right out of the gate. Navigating those opponents is only half the battle. These athletes also have to survive the physical toll of traveling thousands of miles between dramatically different North American climates. Some teams will step onto the pitch at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. At an altitude of 7,350 feet, the thin air aggressively burns the lungs of players not acclimated to the elevation. Days later, those same teams might fly north to deal with the intense heat in locations like Phoenix, where outdoor temperatures routinely hover well over 100 degrees. Securing a victory here requires a meticulous survival strategy for the environment, just as much as a tactical plan for the opposing defense. The massive scale bleeds directly into the entertainment strategy. Instead of a single kickoff event, organizers are launching 3 simultaneous opening spectacles across all 3 host nations. These ceremonies rely on a massive pop culture lineup. In Mexico City, global icons like Shakira are headlining the kickoff, leveraging star power to draw in viewers who might not usually watch a soccer match. The most aggressive departure from tradition arrives with the integration of an American Super Bowl-style halftime show. This musical event is scheduled for the middle of the July 19th final, taking over the sprawling MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Splicing a highly produced pop concert into the middle of a soccer championship is a calculated move to capture, and ultimately monetize, a massive audience of non-sports fans. Delivering this spectacle to the world creates a severe logistical puzzle. Broadcasters are tasked with airing 104 live matches across wildly different North American time zones. Traditional heavyweights like Fox and Telemundo are anchoring the English and Spanish marathon coverage, managing the complex daily schedules for viewers relying on standard television. To reach audiences ignoring standard television entirely, FIFA struck a partnership with YouTube. For every single match, they are streaming the first 10 minutes completely free. It acts as a digital hook. By giving users immediate, frictionless access to the kickoff, the goal is to pull younger, cord-cutting scrollers straight into the paid broadcast ecosystem once those 10 minutes expire. Testing this funnel on millions of users turns the entire 2026 event into a proving ground for the future of digital sports distribution. The 2026 tournament occupies the entire continent, functioning as a month-long entertainment festival that merges the resources of 3 separate nations. Looking at this match schedule document, the sheer volume of daily fixtures is relentless. Fans must navigate overlapping kickoffs, venues, and broadcasts. Successfully managing this 39-day gauntlet creates an operational template for how future global mega events are structured. Multi-nation hosting and high-funnel digital distribution provide the mechanism for offsetting the soaring costs that single-host models can no longer sustain alone. The old model of the World Cup has been left behind. This expanded format takes the field on June 11th, so figure out your streaming strategy and mark your calendars.